Okay, so this is the beginning of the final Jinsekai VOD. I think I maybe should add like limitations perhaps to these, but at the same time, it doesn't make much of a difference because there's only so many VOD reviews that like I can perform for someone before they kind of stop losing their effectiveness, because it's ultimately on the player to make use of what they learn. I'm just like the guy yapping, and it's kind of up to them to just pick out the information and actually use it in their games, right? It's like it's completely out of my control what they actually do, and this is why a lot of programs, a lot of coaching programs, just kind of they make it where like you have to do the commitment, and it's like it's compulsory, and like if you do the commitment and you still don't get results, you get a refund. But like with the commitment, the results are pretty much guaranteed. So it's like it's the commitment that is generally the precursor to success, because obviously these coaching programs, they don't want to be giving those refunds, right? So they do make you, you know, perform those commitments, so that if the program doesn't work, you get a refund, but it's most likely going to work because you're forced to just commit so much to the game that you're basically going to see results with the guidance of the program. So it's like it's still just fully dependent on the player. So in the end, he says, hey, I just did one final VOD. This will be the last one. Feel like we're taking fights. I really hope so, because that was kind of what I was trying to convey the most, is that you really just need to ego fights and yeah, kind of maximize the amount of repetitions you get as Jet, considering that you have an escape ability. And yeah, this hesitation, yeah, like it's like the secondary thing that I kind of was trying to convey. So it's a short VOD. I am gonna try and kind of apply what I've set out to do. So in constructive criticism, because I'm primarily in my getting good at VOD reviewing stage of learning to be a coach, I'm looking for any feedback in relation to what I do and how I do it. Current issues that I'm aware of. No, this is not it. Where is... Oh, here are the focus points. Okay. So my issues and my focus points. So first 5 rounds, I give a minimal level of feedback. 5 rounds after that, I point out a maximum of 3 seemingly big mistakes. So actually, let's get a note. So I know that this is like not the first time. You know, luckily I've not like killed this man's confidence. So, but yeah, I do need to be more careful with people who do associate kind of their capabilities more personally with like what they do in video games, or how good they are at video games, or how good they are at things. because I do know that some people will make that connection in their minds. So I cannot be going like just pointing out all the mistakes and then that's it. I need to be doing it a bit more wisely in consideration for what people might be affected by. But yeah, obviously not everybody is me. I would obviously love to have all of my mistakes pointed out. You know, like every single mistake, always. Like then it's like, oh my god, I'm getting messaged. How do I mute my phone? Okay. I would love to have all my mistakes pointed out. But like, you know, this is because I, in my mind, am a perfectionist. So if I cannot do something, there's only one logical conclusion, right? That I'm really bad and I need to improve. And basically every kind of feedback is going to be useful towards my own improvement. But not everyone is like mentally driven to just put those emotions away. And I've been failing to do that too. That's why I've quit Valorant, because I've been way too affected by just the solo queue shenanigans. I just don't have the mentality anymore for it. And it's just been going downhill and downhill. So I had to quit, which was the better decision. If I do learn to kind of control myself more in terms of my mentality, then yeah, I will return maybe. But it also depends on the state of Valorant and other shits. Okay, so I'll have these focus points just kind of here somewhere, maybe. Maybe here at the bottom. Okay. So now, I just ping. He's probably asleep. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I found some nice editing software, so I don't believe this is his tracker. No, this is his tracker. Okay, so yeah, previously the strange thing was that he just wasn't winning despite his amazing stats. I believe this is him. I still need to kind of make sure I won't be confusing people, but I believe he had like amazing stats, but he was not winning. And the reason he wasn't winning was because he was just letting the enemy do shit to him. So even though he had amazing stats, great headshot percentage, great KD, you know, great just kind of great stats overall, he was kind of hanging by a thread in the sense that it was kind of a statistics battle where we were kind of trying too hard to kind of maybe not directly, but we were at least indirectly trying to kind of keep a hold of our statistics. So we were playing it overly safe. We were trying to, you know, kind of minimize the amount of times we're dying, and putting ourselves in these really like basic kind of situations where we're not really out there and making use of our dash ability and kind of, you know, kind of sacrificing our lives to create space to actually kind of do something that's like a typical Jet would. Instead, we were just kind of playing Jet like I don't know, like a Cypher, maybe like something like that. I can't really give a comparison. It just wasn't good. Okay, so apparently this is a diamond lobby. So let's see, is it actually diamond? Because this is not his account apparently. So an error occurred. Nice. So what am I reviewing? Fracture. Okay. Is it fracture? Should be fracture, right? Yeah, it's fracture. Wow. I could tell from like the dimmed background that it was fracture. Wait a sec. Yeah, I could tell from the dimmed background that it was fracture. Wow. Amazing. And this is the deathmatch. Okay, so I'll take a look at the deathmatch. I'm gonna sneeze though. I'm gonna sneeze.
Deathmatch. Warm up.
Oh, okay. We're looking a little bit better already. Oh, okay. We are actually looking kind of better. Like already. Wait. Let's actually see, because we were moving very slowly. Like, let's see. Are we gonna keep that up, or was that just a coincidence? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're really taking our time. Oh. Is that him playing? That can't be him playing. Nah, wait, what? Nah. I'm being trolled here. I think I'm being trolled. This is someone else playing. Nah, because this looks really good. It's not perfect, obviously, but yeah, like we're playing on the bomb side, which is great. It would be nice if we were able to utilize the audio to pinpoint the enemy locations, because we were kind of turning away from an enemy stomping towards us. But it's fine. A lot of people say that you should like turn off your audio in deathmatch, but like realistically no, because audio is kind of another skill to kind of develop, and most people actually struggle with it. So most people really shouldn't turn off audio when they already struggle with like pinpointing enemy positions, like you know, like through walls and shit like that. Just like if the enemy is making noise, like you want to be able to kind of pinpoint how far away they are from you, in which direction they're coming from, and most people do actually struggle with that. Oh, so here, you do want to push up a little bit more. So, like this is fine, but this is already straying from how I think Jing, maybe it's Jing. This is already straying from like the routing that like pro players use in deathmatch. Like they would never be in this position in deathmatch because they would be going ahead and just moving to this wall here. Let's see. Epic pen. It takes a while for it to load. I don't know why. Like, what is it loading? So like usually players will kind of hug this wall with their back because it covers them from mound. So that's pretty much it. Like you just need to be aware of the angles. Is that simple. So you can get this kill by basically being next to this cover anyway. So then you move in and you go towards waterfall, and then you go back towards main, and you kind of route that way. And this kind of maximizes the amount of engagements you can get. So like you moved back here for no reason, basically. Like you need to keep moving forward. You can obviously expect the spawns. Like it's like these spawns always happen. So like just play in mind for the fact that like you can basically expect the spawn to happen. Like if it doesn't happen, you stay alive. If it does happen and you don't expect it to happen, you're dead. So there's only one way to go with this, which is to expect the spawn. And this idea applies to when taking duels in regular or competitive too. If you don't expect an enemy somewhere, and they're not there, yeah, you live. But if you don't expect an enemy somewhere, and they are there, you're dead. If you expect an enemy to be somewhere, and they are there, then you have a chance at staying alive and winning the fight. When should you expect the enemy? Always, basically. Like, over time you can obviously develop game sense and make some connections that, an enemy can logically never be in this position or whatever because they just wouldn't be able to get there, physically. But if you're starting out, there's no need to think about it. Just be ready for everything, when you're peeking every single angle, just be ready to take the fights. Just assume that an enemy is there so that you don't get caught off guard and die. So that's going to be the third point, I think. So what was the other point? Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Always be ready. Isolate your angles. Utilize routing that you... Yeah, I switched from 10s to Aspas because... Oh my god, we're even implementing a crouch? Oh my god, nah, this is a massive difference. I don't know if this is the same player. I must be getting trolled. Nah, dude. Nah, this is different. This is different. What is this, dude? What are these shots that we're hitting? A wild breach spotted. Oh my god. Yeah, you shouldn't have let that breach distract you. That was actually like a very beginner mistake there. That breach through distraction, and it actually worked on you. It shouldn't have. Oh yeah. So also make sure to take a pause before each peek, because like it's not good if you're just peeking and you're not actually like ready with your crosshair, there's lots of instances where like, okay, nah, because like it's good, like the general crosshair placement is good, but the specific crosshair placement for specific angles is it still needs polishing, but it's still good. Oh my god, I blinked. yeah, so I would not be staying here. Like, it's okay to be here, but like you should be like moving out and like going into this spot here where the orb is. Hopefully the orb is still there. Like, you should be moving into this spot where the orb is so that you can isolate fights in that direction, and then moving back to this spot, and yeah, maybe then going into this spot or going out onto the bomb site. Just, you know, trying to find other fights quickly. And then we can just go back and kind of repeat, you know, going back to this spot, and then yet again pursuing those fights on the A main, or A route / A rubble. Because right now we're kind of waiting on the spawns instead of just letting the spawns happen. But still, we're doing it now, so it's okay. Like, now it's perfect. Now it's actually perfect. Yeah, now we should be going back to the bomb site. Oh, are we gonna go back to the bomb site? Oh, perfect, perfect. So now we can potentially take even more fights. We're not waiting on the spawns to happen. So yeah, that's good.
10 kills remaining.
And now we're gonna go back to A main. Oh yeah, it's perfect, dude. That is perfect. That is actually perfect. But yeah, see, we're still exposing our back. Is my account online still? Bro has stolen his friend's account. It's been hijacked. Bro's account got hijacked. Yeah, this breach is a massive distraction. You should not be falling for it.
5 kills remaining.
Yeah, so when we're routing, so another, this is just like a micro, fuck, stupid browser. It's a micro, micro optimization in a way, but this is gonna apply to your ranked games as well, where, when you're routing, like, for example, if you're retaking, fuck, dude, dumb, stupid browser. When you're retaking, for example, from waterfall and you're going this way, let me make it an arrow. And you're going this way. And if there is a threat of an enemy being mound, for whatever reason, you know, sometimes the smoke will be up here. If there's a smoke here, you know, it's okay. But if there isn't a smoke here, there's basically one way you can route, which is kind of like that. Going wide on this angle here. And if you go wide on this angle, I don't know why I'm trying to draw an arrow when I already have an arrow. But yeah, when you go wide on this angle, you get angles advantage. You throw off the enemy's cursor placement because they're going to be kind of aiming this direction, right, as they're peeking you this way. So this way you also kind of isolate yourself. You kind of, you know, you avoid enemies from mount this way. Unless they're here. If they're here, then obviously you're exposing yourself here, but it's kind of less common, usually. But yeah, no, it's looking good. So because your friend is asking, is my account still online? I'm gonna assume that it is you playing this deathmatch and that you have actually improved this much. Because it's looking good. It's looking good. Like, going B-side is fine. Oh, we panicked. Oh my god, we panicked against the guy who's AFK. Oh my god. That's so scary. But yeah, this is a bit too slow. We shouldn't be going 3. I have an essay, and to be honest, I don't want to make you wait. Some unknown context. But yeah. Protecting Aspas. Yeah, Aspas, because I also analyzed Aspas deathmatch, and yeah, he does kind of route pretty optimally for a deathmatch. He doesn't wait on the spawns, and he does engage in kind of high spawn area parts of the maps. Which is also fine. Like, there's 2 ways to play deathmatch. You just go where there's the most spawns, or you go where you get the best quality engagements that kind of transfer into competitive. And it kind of depends on what you're working on, obviously. high spawn locations, for example, would be like on Ascent B sites. There's countless spawns, like Ascent. How do I clear this? Shit, dumb browser. Ascent B site, it has so many spawns. It has a spawn here. It has like spawn like here or some shit here or some shit. I'm not quite sure where the spawns are exactly. I can't remember. But like you get like people spawning here all the time, so they're gonna be going this way, right? These guys are gonna be going this way. There's like spawns in markets somewhere, so they're gonna be going this way. Usually, if they're good. So yeah, you're gonna get these guys peeking, this guy peeking. Sometimes you're gonna get this spawn here. So there's just a lot of spawns to kind of fight off here. So what's like the best kind of way to route? The TENS way of routing. So how TENS does it is he doesn't route. He just lets all the enemies peek him because there's so many spawns here. He just sits around boathouse, around the switch area, and he just does aim laps basically, which is kind of pointless. I don't think it's gonna be good for most players. So just do aim laps. But if you're Jet, it could be a situation you're in where you're potentially getting peeked from multiple angles, depending on the situation. But normally you wouldn't be in that kind of situation in ranked. So the better way to route is, it kind of depends. Personally, I like market a lot because you can kind of clear. You can kind of play here, fighting these spawns, right? Sometimes someone's gonna be here or here or here or some shit. So you can fight all these angles, and then you can easily come out of market and fight anyone here, anyone here, anyone here, here. So you don't need to come out of market for this. You can just kind of go back and forth, right? And then if you don't spot anyone, you can go back towards mid and fight someone there maybe. And this is where audio is important. Like, this is why you want to make use of audio, because using audio will let you hear if anyone's coming at you from behind as you're fighting the B site. So, you know, like, this helps you maximize your engagements without dying after you're in this kind of powerful, high repetition position, like market is. So yeah, this is like one reason when this is one time when you want to be using audio, but there's many other situations, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But another alternative routing is just like that, kind of like that. Just you don't even need to go. To be honest, I don't like stairs, so actually let's change that a bit. Let's do that, routing like that perhaps. Because this way you can kind of go into this spot and kind of have that TENS positioning in deathmatch where you have all these angles that you can fight off. It's getting quite messy. But at the same time, once you go back here, you now just have like one angle to worry about. And it's going to be long range or medium range, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good to fight this as well. And then if you see no one, you can also kind of strafe towards this angle whilst looking this way. And this way, you're going to be covered from these spawns, right? With your back, and you're going to be able to fight anyone on site. That's pretty much it for Ascent. On A site, personally, I find the spawns on A site pretty predictable. So what I do is I just hop on these boxes here, and I just play on these boxes. And I use audio to decide whether there's someone up here or not. Playing on these boxes is strong, and it's pretty good because it does also put you in like an aim labs position. So like, usually you're not gonna get a spawn. Usually this is not a thing. This is gonna be a spawn, and this is gonna be a spawn. So there's mostly two angles to worry about, with a very occasional tree. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also like you know, play around like the middle of the sites. You don't have to specifically be on these boxes, but I like to constrain myself because I don't need to work on my movement or anything. And so what I do is, yeah, I just do aim labs here, just because it's kind of two angles mostly that enemies spawn from. And yeah, and this is obviously also a transferable scenario to competitive because, you know, there's going to be times when you are retaking and you can get on these boxes, right? As Jet, especially, you can get on these boxes very easily. And if, for example, the spike is planted in this spot, then you basically have a nice off angle where you can literally hold the same angle that your diffusing teammate will be exposed to. So it's really nice. Just make sure you don't crouch, because on elevation, you don't want to be crouching and bringing your head kind of closer to the enemy's crosshairs. You want to be further away. So, okay. As for your tracker, yeah, so this is a different account or something? I don't think so. Oh no, he was using a different account. So is the fracture game not it? I'm really confused. I'm very confused. Let's see the previous act. Yeah, we were not really winning. We had great stats, all in all, but we were not really winning. 51% win rate with like 1.4 KD. Like, that's insane. So us not winning means something's going on, right? And I kind of pinpointed it. We were not really pushing ourselves. Okay. So I already did this, to be honest. I did the tracker review. Let's just see what's going on. Actually, I'm a hater. So I'm gonna dislike. You were finally buying a ghost. Good skin choice. Good skin choice. Decent skin choice. I would be going for like the brighter variant, the gray variant, just because you're Jet, but all good, all good. Not everyone has superior taste to mine, like mine. So we can peek A main, B main. We can peek B main, but peeking B main is really difficult because it's just one angle that the enemy has to aim at. Like, you can jiggle this. Oh, yeah. So don't swing so wide on these angles that are quite dangerous. Like all 5 enemies could have been pushing you, but it was okay. Like, popping dash like that, I guess it would. In this elo, I guess you would live. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, generally speaking, holes is better. So you had Sage in arcade, so oh my god. Did you hear? When did they come out?
I will stand. Wait.
I'm so confused. When did the enemy Reyna come out? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I can't really hear when the door was opening, so that's a bit unlucky, but yeah, no, we couldn't hear the Reyna somehow. She chose some kind of timing. Maybe when we were flashed or something to get out of the doors, or maybe she was already out potentially, and our teammates just didn't see her. But normally, yeah, it would be reasonable to kind of come out like that and play different angles with your teammates covering. You're behind. But if we do get thrown off guard, so I can see that you have a very low sense, which is wow. It's not very common, but you are standing still. You are not in a position to kill this Reyna. Just strafe, you know, even if you're not looking at the Reyna, you can still strafe. Like, okay, you know the Reyna is behind you. Your first instinct needs to be to strafe and then move your aim towards her. This is not a common scenario, so it's not too much to worry about, but
Spike planted.
yeah, it's the mass protocol, which Worthy TV talks about. Move, aim, stand still, shoot. You never want to be standing still if you're not aimed at the enemy, or if you're not at least like 90% sure that you're aiming on the enemy. Here, obviously, you were not aimed at the enemy at all. They were behind you. So the number one rule in the protocol is to move.
Breach is also low.
We were not moving, however. And obviously this is very logical. Like, if you can't shoot the enemy, the next thing is to just move and hope that they don't shoot you whilst you're in the process of aiming at them.
جت
Oh,
معي
yeah,
معي.
you win the round anyway, even though the Reyna was very sneaky. And I think that is the one thing I'm gonna...
Reloading.
اسمع يا رجال، اذا كانوا موجودين هنا في صوت ميكس بيرمي الستان حقه من هنا يفتح دور يقدر يدمجهم من فوق.
Yeah, really dangerous, but... okay, so let's see. You have updraft, you have updraft, you have updraft. Shit. Okay. So... Okay, this is like not your fault in the slightest. This is something you literally only pick up if you've watched a lot of Jet. Maybe not a lot, but like a moderate amount of Jet. If you are starting in the B main area of the map as Jet, the number one thing that you're getting is info here, right? If you get info here, you know no one's here. Maybe they could have crossed into this corner on a timing, so maybe that could be like a dangerous spot, but we don't know. We don't know. So what's the protocol here? You spot nobody. Number one thing is if you did pop your dash, you updraft and you dash onto this position here. Can I make this transparent? Can I make the background transparent? Icon? Badge? Oh, I can. Okay. Nice. So you updraft the dash onto this box. Basically. You had dash popped, so you needed to updraft
دروب عندي.
on the box. Taking the orb is fine, but we're quite far from ult, so we're just kind of wasting time. I would have been flanking. Trying to take some fights here. Like, there's definitely someone here. And if not, guess what? You can flank through the rope. So another part of the protocol is if the enemies are pushing arcade, well, there's a sage wall, first of all. So the sage wall is going to stall them a bit, which actually gives you an even better flank timing. So for flanking, we can totally use the rope. So the sage wall is here. Can I get the shape, both shape and that? Yeah, okay. So we have the sage wall here. We can flank. We can flank. Like, this is a map that lets you flank and reposition really easily. So we go this way, and then if you don't spot anyone, we can go rope. And then from the rope, we can then flank the enemy. Very nice and easy. And this is really fast as well. They're probably not going to hear you.
كلهم عندي هنا. شو الوضع؟
Now here, we're kind of taking a difficult fight. You can also expect them to be going under.
القيط.
They do have a jet, so I'd be careful. Oh, there's a gap.
يا الوت تروح.
Oh, you're cautious of the gap. That's nice. That's good. No, there's a gap. There's a gap. Okay.
عشنيا.
He came from
Nice.
behind.
Someone could totally be like B main right now. There's nothing stopping them from doing that, but
One enemy remaining.
Chamber is probably A main. No, he's in the corner. Okay. Wait, did we see the chamber? I don't know. I need to pay closer attention to the minimap. You should too, but
Need a drop.
this is something I struggle with so much,
لا لا.
even in VOD reviews, is
شيء
I just don't
نكمل
I don't
Same
look at
plan,
the
Leon, go, go,
minimap
go.
enough.
مين جيت هير؟
Stun.
But yeah, this is perfect. Oh, lag. Like, it's not perfect, but it's fine. Okay, that's fine. Now we back off, we reposition. We need to reposition.
خالد خالد
We need to help our stage. We need to help our stage. Shit. Okay. So right now we're just aimlessly standing out in the open. Is there a sage wall? There is a sage wall. So that's fine. We know where Jet is. We know that no one else can really get over the sage wall. So this is safe, but we need to be more ready to intercept the enemy Jet because our sage
خالد خالد
really needs help. Our sage slowed this off, so there's no point in staring here. There's no point in staring here. They can't come out. They literally physically cannot come out. We have a slow here. We have a sage slow. Because of the sage slow, we focus our attention on the bomb sites because the enemy Jet is isolated. A very common pattern when playing Sentinel is that you will have a piece of utility that you can use after the enemy Jet dashes onto the bomb site. And that piece of utility will help us isolate that enemy Jet from the rest of her team. The enemy team, yes, they need to be coming out, but they cannot because of the slow. And you're going to hear them coming out. You're going to hear them if they're trying to move through the slow out of the smoke because the slow makes like that kind of icy sound. So we really need to help our Sage in the 1v1. It's a 2v1. The Jet needs to die.
8
Like, that's a massive mistake. Okay, good. The Jet is dead, but our Sage probably didn't need to die here. Our Sage didn't need to take that 1v1. We needed to be there to help her. We need to be ready to take that fight. It's a very common pattern. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it. I'll put it in a different way later. Yeah, this is fine, you know. That was the main bad mistake there is we just needed to help our Sage on the fight.
planting A planting A.
خلاص wait ها لعبوا together بشوفهم مع بعض.
Yeah, like they wouldn't be B main. Like that would be crazy. So
في سموك اموركم طيبة. سمك هنا بس يا.
Okay, good. We're ready for these fights.
1 2 3 go بشو بريتش عطه فلاش سايد.
You have updraft. You can totally take top side.
Last player standing.
We did not use updraft. Shit. Okay, so I know we probably die here anyway. But first of all, you can use smoke to smoke off main. We don't need to be peeking into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different angles. We can use smoke to isolate our angles. We have 2 smokes. We basically wasted our abilities for the round because we died. Like, we can't use our abilities to our advantage if we are dead. So, or we wasted our life. It's the other way around. We wasted our life. So there's nothing wrong with just smoking off main. Jet, give me Jet. We can just smoke off main, or we can smoke off like in front of us and then kind of route past that. So let's take like a smoke. Give me a smoke. Give me a smoke. So there's like smokes here, right? Smokes here.
تدري بشو بريتش عطه فلاش سايد.
That's kind of shit enemy clove smoke, but whatever. We can push here and then we can just route to isolate our angles, basically. Size. Like, it doesn't really matter as long as we just use our smokes. Just we use our abilities, we probably come to the right conclusions eventually. So here we can kind of isolate our fights by routing this way. Bloop. Oh, that's a straight line. Bloop. Or we can just updraft onto the top side. Either one is fine. Because updrafting on the top side will allow us to take this, this fight here, right? This fight here, and any like fights here, and then we can peek main, and maybe take care of this here maybe, or anything further up ahead. So like all these angles you can basically clear for the team, resulting in just 1, 2, 3 different angles for the team to worry about. Obviously drop is a threat, which we did die from drop, I believe. But this is why we just needed to like throw our smokes down and be ready to isolate our fights. Like because you're the one creating space, you shouldn't be dying from behind where your teammates are. Because you will likely have smokes kind of separating you from other fights. Okay, we're starting main again. That's okay, but we should diversify. Okay, updraft, dash onto the box. It's not gonna happen. We don't know about that tech. Yeah, we could have gotten a kill by now if we updraft dashed on the boxes. But it's okay. It's okay. But we do need to diversify. So like we're starting main a lot. It's okay to start arcade. It's okay to start drop. It's okay to start main, especially main. Like you need to be playing holes way more because it's one of the more important lanes of the map to defend. Drop is a narrow choke point, so the enemy coming out of drop, it's gonna be really difficult for them if like the 5-man drop push. It's gonna be difficult. Like you need to drop out of drop. It's in the name. So if it gets smoked off, they have 50 angles to worry about if they jump out. So it's pretty much impossible to push drop on like a 5-man push unless you have other map control. So holes is like one of the higher priority places to play. Arcade is also pretty important, but it's like it's only important because it's like, okay, it's still like wide choke points, and you're more likely to just get like 1v1s here. That's why like players in ranked will typically hard push the B main instead of the arcade, which is not that good, but yeah, this is why you kind of get difficult fights here. But if there is no one here, that's great. That's great. So then you can pull off this play. Let me add a second arrow. Bloop. Kind of a wonky arrow, but whatever. Okay, nice. Oh my god. Good ass crosshair placement. What the hell? Oh my god.
Nice. Glove 114.
These guys are bots. Like, you're shooting bots. But you're shooting bots with good crosshair placement, so it works.
Player standing.
Yeah, so again, you have you can relax. Like, you can wait for your teammate here. Like, I don't know what your teammates are doing, but
One enemy
we're really rushing here. We don't need to be rushing. We really don't. Like, let's just wait for our teammates. Like, they resolved their fight. They resolved their fights. So now you can still just chill in main and wait for your teammate to be ready. He's reloading right now or some shit. So they're not ready to fight with you. So you just needed that confirmation from your teammates, or you needed to visually see that your teammate is ready to fight.
Right here, right there. My time.
He dropped, I think.
Yeah, he's main. He should be main. He's not main. What the hell? What are we doing? There's no time. Okay, now let's skip that shit. These guys are bots. They are way too slow. Okay, we're starting A. This is great. We're popping gold. We dodged. We need to peek. We need to peek. We need to peek. We need to peek. Okay. You have dash, So you can actually tank the breach stun if you're wider. If you're not wide, then you can't really tank the breach stun. But your dash lets you get away, even if you're stunned. Like if you're just slightly wider out of cover, when the breach stun is landing on you, you can just kind of tank it.
Here.
And then you can like smoke yourself into retreat. Well, no, not tank it necessarily, but you know, like if you're in a position where you can take a shot before the breach stun comes, then you should be doing that, basically. Oh my god. I don't even know what's happening.
Down A.
But you took a shot and you needed to just retreat, I think. We did retreat, but we're kind of committing here. Like, again, you're not aware of the angles, so it's kind of that's kind of fucked right here. Honestly, because our teammates are in no position to help us right now, like they're about to, but because they aren't in no position to help us, again, we need to look at where they are on the minimap, and we just need to play in cover. We need to chill. So if we just sit in this corner here, it's okay. They probably don't clear us, first of all. If they clear us, we probably still get the kill because it's kind of easy, actually, to cross their place for that. If we're just like jiggling left and right. Wait, my thing is covered up. My chat is covered up. Wait, shit. Fuck. I didn't see that. Can you explain person on your Discord why this TP is blasphemy? Dude. Like, he's not serious. He's not serious about Valorant. I don't know what he's doing. I think it's because I asked him to like give me better questions, and he's actually trying to give me like better questions or something. Because he used to ask me like very like boring questions like what is the skin in this VOD or in this pro VOD? What is the skin? Yeah, I think I've seen it, but I didn't like fully process it. But now let me focus on this. So yeah, coming back, you can totally chill and just wait for your teammates to be ready for you. Like, it's okay. You could also be asking for a smoke. You could be asking for a smoke like here, but it's like more dependent on my teammates being responsive to your comms. So I'll just talk and wait for teammates. I don't even want to watch this. This is just please let me skip this. Okay, operator time finally. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're starting passively. They have breach ult. So they have breach ult and they have jet ult. You're fucked on site. If they push A, you're fucked. So like this is either a retake scenario or an early interception. Like you should
Bro, what the fuck? Why am I?
You should have seen this and realized that, yeah, you're fucked if they come on site. Also, if your controller smokes you, it's gonna be even worse because you can't even take shots at the enemy to like try and stall them a bit. So that position was kind of fucked. If you pushed A main again and you didn't see anyone, you could have flanked. Staring doors is generally a little bit better because you can rotate a bit faster through your spawn. Maybe I'll like just add that shit here.
String. 120 breach, by the way.
Let me breach. I'll let folk.
They still have breach ults. Oh, we got breach ults. We got double breach ults in.
breach.
Okay. We have one more jet smoke. We just keep forgetting our ability. We have one more jet smoke. We also have an updraft. Whenever we're in no position to actually shoot at the enemy, and the enemy can shoot at us, it's okay to like updraft to make yourself a harder target to hit. It's okay to like smoke yourself off, to not be as easy to shoot down. Ideally, I would have waited here for my breach to ult. So I would have come to my breach. Can you ult? And then I would wait for the breach ult, and then I would push. You know, very
What the
basic.
fuck? Why
But
am I
that's
stuttering?
kind of it. So smokes are coming down, including the arcade smoke. So
Keep reach, by the way.
you need to be aware that the arcade smoke is going down just about now.
Down B.
Or just about now. When is the arcade smoke going? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So it was up for way longer than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah. So you're kind of okay here for now, but you need to smoke this out. Yeah, I'm not following the focus points in the slightest. I'm just doing my own thing. Shit. I wonder how much of an overlap this is to the previous VODs. I don't think it's as much of an overlap. Like the mechanics are good.
شفت؟
Like really good in fact. Like I didn't really see it before, but like now I see it that like yeah, your mechanics are pretty fucking good. So
Let's play.
okay, like we need to push up. We're just
يا اخي كيف قاعد
like
تدخلوا كذا يا اخي من هناك؟
we're just dead. Are we not dead right now? Are we not dead to the
Fuck it, bro.
Reina or chamber? What the hell?
Planted.
كتر
Okay,
حلاوة زين.
that's interesting.
Player standing.
That's interesting. So, okay, so first of all, we're really
كيف
just
قاعد تدخلوا كذا يا اخي من هناك؟
letting the enemy walk up on us from behind. After taking this kill, it's kind of difficult to do anything with the smoke up here.
Fuck it, bro.
Was it the enemy clove? It's the enemy clove that's smoking. Yeah, so
كتر حلاوة.
I probably wouldn't have dashed,
Fuck it,
and I would
bro.
have instead tried
Spike
and
planted.
help my teammates because this is
كتر
fucked.
حلاوة زين.
This is really fucked.
الله يلعن
Player
ابوها.
standing.
Like this is really tight. This is time sensitive here, dude. Like your teammates need help. Like you don't need to dash here because it's kind of okay.
يا اخي كيف قاعد تدخلوا كذا يا اخي من
I
هناك؟
okay, like it's okay. We don't need to dash here. Instead, we need to dash forward actually and kind of try and connect with our Sage somehow. Our Neon is nowhere to be seen, but our Sage is about to die. We probably can't win a 2v4 from drop, so it's like you're just looking at the upcoming situation. Even now, we can't really win because we're in drop. We're kind of fucked. So we kind of need to get out and yeah, just fight basically.
Grounded.
هنيئا.
Like now we're fucked. Like we have 2 smokes, we have updraft.
Fuck it.
We can make something happen with the 2 smokes definitely. But yeah, we could have maybe traded our Sage here if we weren't like
كتر حلاوة زين.
just dilly dallying and doing nothing. So yeah, you kind of baited your Sage again. We totally could have like walked into like the cubby here or something, like double smoke, dash into this cubby, or fuck, dude, this browser is. I need to change that. We could have like, I don't know, you know, probably gotten into this cubby at least to help our Sage.
يا عيال.
Because like if we're gonna push
خلوني
forward,
لحالي
we
هنا
need to go
طيب،
somewhere
شو
where
الوضع؟
we're kind of covered from sight. So that's kind of the
خلاص جيت
only
نيون جو
possibility.
خلاص انا بقفل اول هنا حلو وبلعب بالسلو فيه انتبهوا من الفلانك.
Okay, we're starting very passively again. We can't start that passively.
عندي بعد هنا من
Like they don't have any ultimates, so it's kind of okay. But at the same time, like we're Jet, we can peek.
خلوا سايت
We have a
ولا
sheriff.
اعطونا عشان نسوي
باقي
روتيت.
باقي
We have a sheriff. We have less to lose. We literally have less economy to lose. And even if the enemy picks up our sheriff, nothing changes. It's just the sheriff. This is okay, but the enemy's gonna rotate now if they're smart.
اخذاش غني الله يشغله.
That's kind of unlucky. It's fine, but our breach is...
اخذاش غني الله يشغله.
I don't know. Fuck just happened. I'm just automatically going to... I'm gonna blame my breach. I'm gonna blame the breach. I'm blaming the breach. It's the breach's fault. Sure. Whatever he did, it's his fault. I don't know what he did.
اخذاش غني الله يشغله.
Nah, what the...
اخذاش غني الله يشغله.
we could have baited our teammates, I guess, but it's fine because we have the sheriff.
My ult's ready.
ترى ايمها مصيبة انتبه يا.
نايس.
They did body shadows though. Maybe that's why we died so quickly.
Can someone get
Did we crouch on that? Wait. If we crouched, maybe that's why. Let's see. Did we crouch with the sheriff? I don't think we did. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I think that was just kind of unlucky. Nothing can be done. We're starting very passively. We have ults for retake though, so I would be trying to play a bit more passively so that our teammates can regroup. Oh, good timing on the peak though.
وين عندها دقيقة
Good peek.
قلل السايت كامل
Oh, good peeks, dude. They're out on site. I think. Are they out on site?
80 80 جد 80.
Oh my god!
one enemy remaining?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
نايس.
Outrun me.
Clip that.
حركة الاسيست الجديدة رهيبة والله.
احنا الحين انا و
Nah, someone took your PC at that moment. That wasn't you playing, for sure. Don't listen to me, I'm just a hater.
قرار يعني.
هل الارار الجديدة الحين اصلا قاعد يذبح وانت
Nah, pulling out the classic too, like that's fucking insane. Like what? No, like all the timings there were great. Like you peeking up the stuns, you peeking on like a timing the enemy jet just could not predict in the slightest. That was fucking great.
عندهم باي.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, now we need to...
go A fast
No, stay. No, no.
go
someone could be a fight in 3, 2, 1.
No name it.
Nah, one's A main. One's A main for sure. Not worried about A main.
Careful B main.
Taking the timing on the stage wall is also
ايوه
good.
في بينحشر تقبله
They're really just sitting B. Okay.
120 بريتش 120 من عندك ريفات
هروب ارجع.
Yeah, we don't need to rotate because they're not really into the
30
side.
seconds left.
روتاتين
Like our sage is brain dead, but like we could have pushed up and taken some space.
ترى يمكن من هنا يا.
عادي جاك
We are up numbers, so
ايش جالسين يسوون ذولي بالضبط؟
okay. Again, great timings, dude. Great
One
fucking
enemy
timings
remaining.
on these peaks. Drop,
10 seconds left.
drop. He's gotta be drop. Yes.
Here, drop.
If not main, then drop. Simple as that. But he's probably saving.
I got things to do.
We have ult. We need to use it. Again, going for some kind of play in the arcade or drop or A main, A holes would be good, but We are kind of chilling. Things are working.
Tick,
It's
tick,
5v4.
Wait.
We can play a bit more passive just because it is 5v4. But
عندي كل
drop.
they have Clovold, so it could be fucked.
Enemy spotted A.
No.
Sid, get back.
I'll try and help my Sage. 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 What are we
Fucking
aiming
angle.
at? The Sage has that angle. Now try and help my breach. Now I will try and help my breach. Now I will try and help my breach.
109 علينا ما يموت.
Now I will try and go heaven and play Ratty Heaven. Just
كلوفر كيد.
play Ratty Heaven. Play Ratty Heaven.
بريتش مان.
Hide heaven. Hide heaven. Hide heaven so they don't know about you. This clove is so bad.
بريتش.
Behind you.
Last player
Nah.
standing.
So
one.
we can literally run away. Our
He's up,
Sage
up,
has
up,
it.
up, up.
Like, okay.
And then yeah.
So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of shit going on.
109
Our
علينا ما
breach
يموت.
just died, but our neon got the trade. So now, just about now,
كلوفر.
it's okay to chill and just evaluate the situation. We're in no immediate danger right now. We can just relax and see what the fuck is going on. So what the fuck is going on is, if we look at the minimap, which we should pretty much always be looking at the minimap whenever we can, with no issue. Our Sage is on flank. Enemy Clove has ultimate, and we have ultimate. Enemy Breach is B main,
بريتش
which
مان.
we are aware of, but we don't need to fight it just yet.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy Breach is B main. We can push this Clove. No problem.
B.
Fuck it, ult. Like, now we're just not sure what to do. Now we're just not sure what to do. Like, if we just looked ahead of time and saw that our Sage is on flank and enemy Clove has ult, well, maybe we would have been ready to push this Clove ult a little bit faster. And maybe we would have been ready to give our Sage that kill instead, because we don't need to fight that with our Sage on flank.
بريتش.
Behind you.
So there's basically two factors you could have paid attention to not die here in this really critical 2v2 situation.
Last player standing.
Literally no
One
need to come
enemy
into this fight
remaining.
He's
either
up,
way.
up, 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 up.
Okay, breach is low.
بيروح.
Oh my god, this is scary. Actually, this is perfect now. So just smart. Oh my god, jump scare!
هذه شيء فجأة.
Oh my god, fucking jump scare. I totally expected that breach to go there. I just didn't expect him to be there then. I expected him sooner.
Go, go.
I expected him sooner. So I didn't expect him then at that exact moment. Even though I already expected him to be peeking that.
Bro, I'm
Oh my god,
fucking
perfect. Perfect, we're so calm.
One enemy
We're so
remaining.
Go,
calm.
go.
Spike down. Attack
Calm
No
king.
one's there now.
Calm king.
Everyone's gone.
Oh,
Flank,
we're
you know.
going rope. We're e-going. We have ult. We have ult. We can't shoot with our ult. Without our ult on the rope. Oh my god, scary. There's no one here. There's a Sage wall. They're arcades. They're arcade. They must be arcade.
And
They
then-
must be arcade. It's
then-
arcade. It's arcades. They can only be arcades. Okay, never mind. They were. Okay, never mind. The Sage was not lurking. The Jet was not lurking. Never mind.
Switching sides.
كلنا يا اخوان من الباب. هم مرة.
Okay, it's attack. Let's see how we play on attack.
باخذ فلاش عشان يدلعونا سيستم.
Nah, because if that's a Jet in my lobbies, they're lurking for sure. I don't know why they'd be lurking, but oh my god, nah, what elo is this? Everyone going through arcade is fucking brilliant. Wait, no breach stun for tower? What about tower?
Nice.
What about tower? Wait, tower is scary. What the fuck?
يا ابن الذين.
What the hell?
Reloading.
How do we know that no one's tower? I'm so confused.
بقول لي ذا.
Why?
I will flash, I will flash.
It's over. I'm out of here.
Bro, chill. I want your assist.
يا حبيبي انا كلات ما عندي تبي اسيست.
I'm so confused. But
Might
yeah,
take
this is
it.
now a steamroll.
Like this, bro.
Still أربعة.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, just seems like a regular
Go again.
not lobby. Thank you. Maybe diamond. From last act.
Gotta go.
No, we're buying sheriff. We need to push. We have a neon. We have a neon with full confidence. Neon has full confidence.
Plant the spike.
Okay.
He's done.
سايت هنا يا اخوان ما سويت
Okay, this time we traded the sage. Nice. Why don't we? Oh, that's nice. I'm
Last
fine.
player standing.
Maybe Guardian deathmatch would help here. We're shooting a bit too quickly.
Player standing.
Oh my god.
Like we're really just shooting a little bit
حرام
too
عليكم يا اخوان
quickly.
السايت ما سويتوا لي كثير.
Like at that range, we can easily take a headshot. Maybe if we ADS to kind of time our bullets a bit better. It really depends. I like to ADS with like Vandal a lot because it just lets me time the one taps a bit better and also with a bit more accuracy. You don't need to do that on Guardian for like the accuracy part, but either that or just straight. Even though, yeah, we did basically have that too. Breach
Bro,
flash,
how he
breach flash.
no-scoped me?
I would
What the
expect the
fuck?
breach flash. Okay, we baited our sage.
Hey.
Okay, I would be swinging with my sage. Like she's placing the wall down, and that's when she's gonna be pushing. We know that.
Last
Flank, flank,
player
flank.
standing. Spike down A.
Kind of difficult, but let's get it. Ooh, that could have been great. So you have multiple options here. So let's see. Our sage is trying to place a wall down. It's a bit difficult to kind of pay attention to that in the moment, but like as we're in the smoke, we can be looking at the minimap. We can be looking at our teammates to see what they're doing. Smoking my sage off would be a good idea because she's just using utility out in the open. This is really risky.
Grounded.
You have updraft, you have smoke.
Flank.
Grounded.
For example, so right now there's various possibilities. The enemy is on swinging, so you have a bit of a timing to figure out where to go and whatever. One is flank, so we know one is flank. We know that one guy is here, so there's two guys. Third one is the breach, which is also behind the wall. So you could go back and maybe fight the flanker, but it's a long lane, so it would be kind of difficult pushing up into an angle where you can't get shot from behind without like being just fucked from both sides, basically. So the next alternative is yeah, like go towards the bomb site. Bomb site is good, but maybe take up some elevation instead. We're trying to take these fair fights here on like level plane. We don't need to be doing that. We can go up top site and swing from top site, and we'll get an advantage, especially against like specters.
Spike down.
So like right now we can just chill. We can chill, smoke something off, trade a threat. Again, another timing to kind of
Spike
decide
down
what to
A.
do. Here, we don't need to fight anything yet. We can use our smoke to maybe threaten across. So if we kind of throw a smoke down here, we can kind of threaten the enemy clove that will cross into this spot. And guess what? From this spot, with the smoke here, if we walk into this spot, we can then fight the Reyna. We can fight the Reyna and isolate the Reyna. And then maybe we can swing the clove and kill the clove. Alternatively, we could smoke here and try and get on the stairs for some elevation, for some distance. And this way we could also isolate either the Reyna or the Clove. Probably the Clove. Just the point is to like use the smoke. Like again, we have our abilities, we're not using them. Another possibility, if I'm a Jet main and I'm just trying to like and I'm just trying different things and I'm a Jet main, what I'm trying is to throw a smoke down here, like on this corner of the box, and then updrafting onto the wall here, inside of the smoke. I don't know if that's a good play. I have no idea if that is a good play, but it might let us isolate the breach. It might let us fight the Clove from a better angle. Alternatively, we can smoke the updraft onto top side. Those are just like the possibilities. It's not like anything complicated. It's just you look at your abilities and what you could do with them.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Alternatively, you could. Another alternative is you one-way here. Like a one-way here would also be valid. Again, there's many possibilities. Like why not just one-way with your jet smoke right here? This would be a one-way here if you throw this jet smoke on this edge. Like easy one-way, and if the enemy pushes you here, they can't. They can't push you here. They're already not committing, even though they have this amazing piece of cover to peek from. They're already not like really committing to these fights. They're making use of this cover, so this is gonna really discourage them from peeking, basically. And then now you could maybe take care of the Reyna, isolate the Reyna. Very possible. Can I? It's like you have all these possibilities, but you just decide to take these dry fights. Because these are just dry fights. Fights with no abilities. Fights where you're not really trying to create any advantage for yourself with your ability. You're just taking straight fights, which is not exactly great. And like in the moment, I would literally be, you know, thinking, okay, what can I do? I can throw a smoke here. First thing that comes to mind, wherever I throw a smoke, that's where I go, basically. We just popped our dash. We don't need to like dash instantly. In fact, I would be dashing forward at the Reyna. Like that Reyna is not ready to fight us. Like see, and now that we didn't dash forward, like she has the abilities to like blind us, and we're in no position to fight her. She has a phantom. Yeah, like
One enemy remaining.
you need to be a bit more creative, really.
Oh, fucking hell, he no scopes me.
Blinding.
One enemy remaining.
Breach probably has it.
Has out.
Flash out.
Oh. Okay. Pushing the one ways. Ballsy.
Thanks.
Yeah, you probably had other abilities as well
Out of my way.
in that round, so.
Reloading.
Wait, give him the orb. I will help side. Wait.
Like Valorant is easy if you just try like using your abilities non-stop, basically. Also, was this a lack of? Okay, no, never mind. You might have been looking at the minimap here. It's not for sure. Wait, is this Clove? Dude, this Clove is so bad. What rank is this Clove? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like, yeah, his positioning was awkward, but fracture positioning on the B side is usually awkward. That's why you generally want to go into tower or into, or push up into generator or push up into canteen or something, or just, I don't know, go through tower to arcade and fight from arcade on the post plant, something like that, just because it is awkward. Like, it's just open space, basically. Like, these two boxes here don't really count. it's difficult to play around these boxes because you're constantly at an angle's disadvantage. You're constantly like wall bangable. There's always gonna be something that can displace you, especially even in this pocket here. Like if the enemy has a breach, this pocket here, it's so easy to stun it and aftershock it. It is so fucking easy. So you're forced into tower anyway. So, like, dude, like that's why like you can't be scared to push. Like I'm pushing. That's Jet. Fuck it. I'm pushing Canteen every single round, dude. If we're like every single round where we're hitting the A sites, is it the A sites? B sites. Fuck.
Plant. Open. Plant open.
Get a flank. Watch me.
So it's 4v2. It's okay.
Sorry.
4v2. It's okay. It's whatever. On the drop. He's on the drop.
Flash him.
Like we can't be tanking those flashes, but it's okay.
Fight till the end.
Unfortunately, it is 5v4, but
انت
it's not really
بقيت
against the
معنا
rules.
Yep.
I'm out of here.
There's still plenty to find out.
ممكن يطلع معنا.
Yeah, we can take some space here, that's fine.
أيوة فلاش نين وين؟
No dash. Oh my god.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Oh my god. We're really confident here. We are really confident. But we're not pushing with our neon.
They got audience, by the way.
They have Odins. Oh no, they have Odins. Oh no. A plat player's worst nightmare, an Odin.
رايت اثنين.
Oh no.
Here. Go. There we go. What's this?
Oh my Jesus. Okay, that was fine. That was fine.
Audience.
It's just we need more teammates with us.
Audience.
Yeah. Now this is what I mean. 5-man pushes drop are difficult. We're still probably gonna win because we're snowballing, but and we're very confident, but still that shouldn't have.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god. Yeah, that could have gone badly, but yeah, it's 5v4, so any plan works. Yeah, no, so this was a very entertaining VOD, honestly. It was very interesting. Like, we just need to do typical Jet thing. This is just like, this is the less obvious stuff, obviously. These are the less obvious things, like updraft dashing onto the boxes here, or, you know, just updrafting onto them, depending on the timing you want to take. But yeah, otherwise it's like, yeah, support teammates. Be aware of other angles when you're out. Don't leave your back exposed to angles enemy could be peeking from. So actually, I kind of followed my focus points because I talked a lot, but ultimately, also the VOD was quite short. Nice. I talked a lot, but ultimately, Neon and him pushed by themselves without waiting for the. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter because they were snowballing, and yeah, smokes should have been up, but how do I say it? It's 2v2. Jet is in the sky. Jet is flying. Neon is sliding. It's okay. Yeah, maybe we could have used some kind of ability, but it's not really an important round because it's just not really accurate. What would have happened in a regular 5v5 is we would have gotten fucked because 5-man pushing a drop is not necessarily going to work out in probably more than 50% of cases. Something is going to happen and you'll die. You need at least like 1 or 2 people going late holes or some shit just to take the space, just to make sure that no one's main, just to make sure that we can maybe take some sands control or some shit. Otherwise we have tower to worry about, sands to worry about, as well as CT and site and holes, and it's just way too many angles to worry about, especially considering the narrow choke point and the fact you have to drop to come out. So yeah, just way too many things can go wrong, and those things should have happened, but they didn't because the enemy is 1 man down, and we have kind of all the confidence and all the energy to push ahead and win. So yeah, in a regular scenario, none of this would have happened anyway. We would have all died. Just all would have died. But yeah, so always be ready to take a fight on every angle that you peek. If enemy isn't there, you live whether you were ready or not. But if an enemy is there, if you don't expect them to be there, you will likely die. If you do expect an enemy to be somewhere, you have better chances. You lose nothing by being... If you do expect an enemy to be somewhere, you lose nothing by being ready. Even if it's a ghost. Utilize routing that resembles pros like Junior as Mass Indian. VOD review. Mass protocol move when you get surprised from an unexpected angle. Be ready to support teammates. Don't let teammates take 1v1s when you're literally 5 steps away from helping them with no issue. Sage load main. Use ability. So I guess the other issue is just be aware of like teammate abilities. Use your abilities to help you, whether it's to survive when you're stunned or to take fights or to isolate fights. Commit to utility-based decisions. There's usually only a few possibilities in each scenario. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points plus 2 of deathmatch. 3. So 8 points that I think will go a long way, just because, yeah. So judging from this gameplay, there's not much stopping you from hitting like Immortal. This is easily going to be like Immortal gameplay, as long as you just polish up these few issues. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basically interconnected issues. So it's more like 2 main issues with like some kind of minor details to them. 6 technically, because one is just specific to deathmatch. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. I am currently exploring different editing software, like OpenShot, to try and get something that kind of works for me, because I don't need many things. I just need like something simple and minimalistic, something lightweight that doesn't like blow up my computer. So after I find that thing, I should have a lot more videos edited, because it should be even faster than what I'm currently doing with YouTube Studio Editor, which is it's fine, but the processing delays for the editing are quite annoying. You have to wait like an unknown amount of time for it to process. Okay, that's about it. That's a very short VOD review, actually, like really short. Like even though I like basically talked a little bit less, but basically the same as usual, it still was pretty short, even though I was still talking pretty normally, pretty normal amounts. Yeah, the positioning on B is kind of shit. I will probably make like a small playbook for that as well. But they're all kind of just the same ideas. Really, just push something if it's uncomfortable. Isolate your fights. You know, the ultimate goal above anything is to isolate fights. So let's see. Can I maybe summarize everything, or like give like a general picture? A general kind of goal. Okay, issue number 1, isolating fights. Good background music, thank you. It's taking up a lot of storage on my computer. Fights and angle isolation. Fights and angle awareness and isolation. Okay, next issue. Utility. Lack of utility planning. Forgetting to use utility. Like it's a mix of everything, so I'm trying to figure out like an overall kind of goal that describes it all. Beware of other angles when you're out. Always be ready to take a another peek. Angle awareness. And that's a different issue. Lack of planned / coordinated utility usage. Yeah. Actually, maybe there's something else. Lack of focus on utility. Yeah, that would yeah. Lacking focus on utility, including your teammates, enemies, and your own. Lack of focus on utility, teammates, enemies, and your own. Okay. So that's 1, 2 issues. Commit to utility-based decisions. That's basically the same thing that I'm saying here. Also, issue number 3 is actually going to be lack of awareness of teammate positions. So, kind of. So the teammate's going to help you. Okay, are there any Are there any ways to solve those issues? Not really, but I'll continue with the playbook. I'm liking this software. I'm still trying to figure out everything in this software, but this is nice. I really like what this software offers here. God, this browser. Okay. Um. Okay. That's it for the playbook here. Okay. Yeah, just some angles we were not really aware of. Okay. Also, I was just reviewing the beginning of the live and he kept saying that this person is not me. I take this in because that is actually fine. Yeah. Like, I deduced that perhaps. Yeah, I deduced from like based on like the Discord DM notifications. Yeah, so I'm kind of a lot of this is for me. Like, don't think that I'm trying to be like selfless here or anything. I'm doing this shit, obviously, to try and improve, myself. So like, you're just, you're just getting the benefit of that. 'Cause for example, I have all these points here above that, like, yeah, like they're pretty valid points, but they can be summarized in what I have here: main issues overall. So I don't know whether it makes sense to give you everything or just the main issues. I kind of overthink a lot of shit. Yeah, deathmatch. Yeah, the deathmatch was good. It's like the issues in your deathmatch are just like more relevant to just like your comp gameplay than the actual deathmatch. Okay, so that's the attacking. Defending, that's the defending. This is gonna be the attacking now. Dude, I love this app. Okay, what is up with the attack? What is up with the attack? What is up with the attack? Dude, I need to fix this. Okay, no. This is frustrating the fuck out of me here. Let me fix this. Tabs. Where the fuck is it? No, appearance. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck that. Hide panel. There we go. I cannot have those pop-ups. Oh my god. Fuck. I hate that. Okay. I guess I'll add this as well. You can updraft dash into this position for timing. I probably won't have that actually, because it's a bit situational actually. It depends. You don't want to dash into. I wouldn't want them to be dashing into the enemy here. Yeah, I'm just trying to recollect everything about the map, because I don't think about how the maps are meant to be played as much as I should. Especially not on like different agents. Like I'm still very new to like this, but I know how shit is meant to be played in general, which is it's a good fundamental step, I guess. I guess you can. There's so many ways to use jet smokes. I can't really. Like it would need a like a small jet. Like I'd need to like make a small jet smoke guide, because there's just so many different specific ways to use jet smokes. Like, but it is like abilities should be used kind of like extensions of your own arms, especially like these very like seemingly insignificant abilities. Like something like a breach stun. Yeah, you probably should think about how you use breach stun, but like a jet smoke, like. Unless you have like a specific plan, it's best to just use it on the next opportunity that comes about. So like one-waying the enemy here, probably fine. You can probably use it to isolate the enemy right now that was flanking you. Okay, be aware of teammate and enemy abilities. Yeah, that's an important one. Okay, that's about it, I think. For attack, just because attack is so dynamic, like there are set situations on attack, but they really depend. Like something always happens, like that sage wall gap. Like you need to adapt to it. What? He's not giving up? What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. It's done. It's over. What if I put it slightly more to the right? Oh my god. This kid is adorable, dude. He's adorable. Slightly more to the right. What do you mean slightly more to the right? Slightly more to the right. Yeah, yeah. That will fix it. That will fix it. Oh my god. Yeah, no, dude. Like, watching these players play makes me want to play these agents myself. Like, it's so fucking annoying. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I don't want to get. I don't want to go through this again. But I am gonna play Neon today. Harbor or Viper, yeah, bro. Or Mix. No, I'd have to unlock Mix. It's annoying, dude. Okay, I don't know. I might be missing something from the attack. Maybe. I'm definitely missing something from the attack side. But yeah, it's whatever. It's like the main issues are pretty clear. Issue number 1, fight on angle isolation, angle awareness, always being ready for an enemy on every angle. Lacking focus on utility, teammate enemies, and your own utility. Because, yeah. Lacking the necessary to being provided abilities can be using countless ways to help. Right. Yeah, dude. I talked about in the VOD that, like, dude, his mechanics are insane. Like the DM mistakes I listed. It's just one specific DM mistake, which is he doesn't quite route in a way that gives him the most fights, but it's still good. Like he's just not consciously. He's not doing it on purpose. Like a lot of the time, it's just accidental that he routes in a way that gives him lots of fights. So I would just want him to route that way on purpose. But otherwise, it's like they're not really mechanical mistakes, really, are they? Be aware of other angles you when you route. Always be ready to take a fight on every angle. So like he's just slightly lacking in like awareness, and yeah, like it's not his mechanics that are the issue anymore, at least. I do remember that I gave him like lots of notes last time for deathmatch, but what's the main thing they're doing wrong? Well, I have it down here, bro. I have it down here. 3 issues. 3 main issues. Fights and angle isolation, plus angle awareness, plus always being ready for an enemy on every angle is something they need to do. Parent favorite Zingu Hujin. Peek like I dare you motherfuckers to peek me. Peek with intensity. Yeah. Which he mostly is doing, but I don't know if it's on purpose. I don't think it's on purpose. So yeah, it's like it's a lot of just accidental shit as opposed to anything that he's doing consciously or out of habit. And then yeah, the second issue is he lacks focus on utility. Like, he got double breach stunned, dude. He got double breach stunned. Basically, like, in the same round, like, in the same situation, and he didn't use his smokes to help himself survive or anything, which is why, like, utility is, like, also his issue. He's not using his abilities, which is such a common thing, dude. Like if you just use your abilities in any way, like, now there's somewhere you can go with that, you know, like, but if you just don't use the abilities in the slightest, like, what the fuck is the issue? The issue is you just didn't use your abilities, so, like, we don't know what the further issue would be. And yeah, he just, as a result, he just takes these dry fights. And issue number 3, not paying attention to teammate positions, because he's just fighting regardless if his team is on the other side of the map or not. But, like, it's issue number 3, so it's like, it's very different. It's like a way less important. Like, issue number 1 is like the most important, I think. Issue number 2 is like, it's also something that should help him just, you know, it should definitely help him rank up. But issue number 3 is where it might not make a big difference, because it's a little bit situational. You know, for example, in this VOD alone, like, it happened like twice, 3 times. You know, 2 or 3 rounds he could have won, but, you know, it's like, compared to these first 2 points, you know, how many times is he actually dying from behind, or by, like, not being aware of an angle, or, you know, not being ready for an enemy from an angle, or just not peeking in a way that, you know, would allow him to, like, you know, like, not get fucked up. And then the number 2 issue does kind of tie into it, because he doesn't isolate fights on Jet with his utility, even though he can, because he's got 2 fucking smokes. 2 smokes. So he is just, these first 2 are kind of connected with one another. Yeah, the game's gonna get much easier for him if he does the first 2 things. The third thing is, like, just a good thing to do. What's the exercise he can implement? What's the exercise he can implement? Did I ever implement any exercises in terms of that in order to be aware of my teammate's utility or my own? The exercise he can implement is to, before he gets into a fight, to look at the minimap, to look at the top bar to see who has ultimates, and to see what abilities he has, or just, you know, specifically for his utility, just look at his own abilities before fighting. That's the exercise. You just take a chill pill. I don't know how to put it though, because I you know, like, yeah, ideally, you know, you should be paying attention to everything, you know, especially if you're, like, behind cover and shit like that, but it's quite a lot, so I want to try and simplify it a bit. There we go. Perfect. Teammates are tools as well. Issue number 2, lacking focus on utility. That actually is... That's the solution to the second issue. What about the first issue? Right now, deathmatch. Solution to issue number 1 is deathmatch. Deathmatch. Yeah, yeah, just more deathmatch with like dedicated practice towards those specific things. Always be ready for an enemy on every angle. Yeah, that's it. Issue number 3, not paying attention to teammate positions. Solution. I already have the solution here. Maximize minimap usage to resolve various awareness-related problems. In other words, look at the fucking minimap. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit better, maybe like 1% better, but yeah, because I think it only took me like an hour this time. It took me an hour to review this. 1 hour. That's massive progress. Like that's 20 minutes shorter than the average. So, but it could be because the VOD was shorter as well. But you know, like I was finding something to yap about. No, I was in here. No, dude, I was in here for 2 hours, but the VOD itself took me an hour. I'm just chilling, dude. I'm just messing around. Like, I don't need to be doing this. Like, I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. But, like, the VOD itself, I could have just left after doing the VOD. That's it. This is just extra that I want to do. But it is a sunny day, and so I might be going outside to do some stuff. So I'm finished with my gate. I think the next thing I want to do is build a bench for my garden. I built 2 gates. I built a front gate and a back gate. And they're quite good. They're quite fucking good. Especially the front gate. You know, I tried extra hard for the front gate because, well, it's the front gate. The back gate, I just kind of threw together with a few screws and shit. It's more of a dog gate, just to stop dogs from going to the front gate. And now I'm thinking to make a bench. I don't know how to make a bench though, because I need to figure. It's because like okay, I have an engineering fucking. I have engineering qualifications, but you know I never specifically made a bench. How would I make a bench so that it supports like a lot of weight? I'm not saying I'm fat, but I'm saying that like you know if it's gonna be like 2 or 3 people sitting on the bench, I don't want it to you know just fall apart. So that would be difficult. That would be like a whole ass engineering project, but. Because like with the gate it's simple, you just have like one axis of force to like account for. The other axis, when opening and closing the gate, is not as important because like you know there's way less force acting on the gate like horizontally instead of vertically. Okay. Nah, I love this app. I love this app. Quite nice. Why is he unconscious? Why are we unconscious? If it's just deathmatch notes, maybe I don't even need to add them. Wait, be aware of other angles when you're out. Don't. I'll still add them. Can I upload it as a file? I can. Ooh. Actually, I'll submit this as a file. Okay, that's a good format now. So I'll submit the extra notes as a file, and I'll submit this without like a file. That's gonna be good.